This story is just, it is so demonstrative of everything that the left has become. It truly is an amazing thing. So Patton Oswalt is a wild leftist crazy person. He is a stand-up comic who is most famous for voicing the rat in Ratatouille. And he's still doing some stand-up kind of stuff. Again, everything that he does is wildly to the left, Patton Oswalt. So on New Year's Eve, he was doing a comedy club, and in the comedy club next door was Dave Chappelle. And so he took a picture with Dave Chappelle, and he put up a post on Instagram and said, finished my set at McCaw Hall and got a text from Dave Chappelle. Come over to the arena. He's performing in next door and do a guest set. Why not? I waved goodbye to this hell year with a genius I started comedy with 34 years ago. He works in an arena like he's talking to one person and charming their skin off. Anyway, I ended the year with a real friend and a deep laugh. Can't ask for much more. Oh, it's a nice way to end the year. Isn't that nice? There's only one problem, of course. Patton Oswalt is of the left, and Dave Chappelle has offended the alphabet people, as he likes to say. He's offended the trans activists who have suggested that he's a very, very bad, evil, bad man for noting that men and women exist. So Patton Oswalt then had to reverse himself because cowards don't get killed, they get their friends killed. Cowards are the people who ensure that their friends are the ones thrown under the bus. In fact, they help with throwing under the bus. I hope that Dave Chappelle goes to war with Patton Oswalt. I desperately hope it because Patton Oswalt deserves it. So he put up a picture that I just have to describe for you for a moment. It is a picture of Patton Oswalt sitting in front of a yellow legal pad, his headphones plugged into his phone, staring at himself in the mirror, or at least looking down, and then the pictures of him in a mirror because he's really, he's doing some introspection. So the utter narcissism, a picture of him with another image of him in the mirror, both of whom are staring down at the pad of paper where they are writing their forced apology Maoist struggle session note. Quote, I saw a friend I hadn't seen in a long time this New Year's Eve. We've known each other since we're teens. He's a fellow comedian, the funniest I've ever met. I wanted to post a pic and an Instagram story about it, so I did. The friend is Dave Chappelle. 34 years we've been friends. He's refocused and refined ideas a lot of us took as settled about race and history and life on planet Earth and spun them around with a phrase or a punchline. We've done bad and good gigs, open mics and TV tapings. But we also 100% disagree about transgender rights and representation. I support trans people's rights, anyone's rights, to live safely in the world as their fullest selves. For all the things he's helped me evolve on, I'll always disagree with where he stands now on transgender issues. But I also don't believe a seeker like him is done evolving, learning. You know someone that long, see the struggles and changes, it's impossible to cut them off. Impossible not to be hopeful and open and cheer them on. Also, I've been carrying a lot of guilt about friends I've cut off, who had views with which I couldn't agree, or changed in ways I couldn't live with. Sometimes I wonder, did I and others cutting them off make them dig their heels in deeper, fuel their ignorance with a nitro boost of resentment and spite? I'm an LGBTQ plus IA, open bracket, closed bracket, tilde, little equals sign, ally. I'm a loyal friend. There's a friction in those traits that I need to reconcile myself and not let cause feels of betrayal in anyone else. And I'm sorry, truly sorry, that I didn't consider the hurt this would cause or the depth of that hurt. I've been messaging a lot on IG today, and the back and forth has really helped guide me in the writing of this. I naively deleted a lot of posts in the comment thread, critical ones from LGBTQ writers, and bleep posts by TERF anti-trans orcs looking for clicks and giggles. I wanted a nice comment thread about the pic with my friend. Ugh, so easy to think someone else needs growth and miss the need in yourself. Gonna keep trying. Oh, isn't that nice? But he's not really talking about the growth of himself. Most of that post is about how Dave Chappelle needs to grow and change. And the only reason he's staying friends with Dave Chappelle is because he hopes that Dave Chappelle will one day come to embrace his own views. So this is not him saying, I can embrace a friend who disagrees with me on this issue. This is him saying the only reason I embrace this friend is because one day he will embrace my views on this issue, which, by the way, is the opposite of friendship. Okay, if the idea is that you can only be friends with people who agree with you on everything, or people who you believe that you will eventually convince to agree with you on everything, that does not seem like somebody that should be friends with you. Because what if 10 years from now they look around and Dave Chappelle still feels the same way that he does today? Because, by the way, Dave Chappelle is correct. Is Patton Oswalt then going to cut him off? Right now, his excuse is, I still think I can make a difference with Dave. I can save Dave. I can make Dave an LGBTQ plus IA, open caret, British pound sign, ampersand, ally. And because of that, I'm still going to be friends with Dave. But if he can't, well, then isn't he obligated to throw Dave under the bus? And isn't that really what he's doing right now? He's saying that the reason that he's friends with Dave is because he's superior to Dave. This is so much of the virtue signaling, right? It is all about, for people like Patton Oswalt, it is all about signaling to everyone that they are better than you. He's so introspective. He's so thoughtful. He's so wonderful, right? He's right on the issues, and he's broad-minded enough to know that his stupid friend doesn't believe what he believes, and that one day his stupid friend may come to believe what he believes. And that's why he's sorry that he took a picture with that friend and didn't note in there that his friend also is a bigot, a vicious, wild bigot, but he should still be friends with him. Man, I hope that Dave Chappelle just wrecks him, because no one deserves it more than the rat man, Patton Oswalt. My goodness. I know what you're thinking. It's time to binge some more Ben Shapiro videos. Well, you are right. You should. But first, like and subscribe. Perfect. I'll see you in the next video.